host Candace Owens says that there's certain information coming out about Steven Crowder.
Over the weekend, I was given a lot more information regarding Steven Crowder, a lot more background information regarding what could have possibly led to this moment. And not to my surprise at all, obviously, this really doesn't have anything to do with the Daily Wire. And his actions are a symptom of something much larger. And I want to choose my words very carefully here because I'm not angry anymore. Steven has a lot going on. I guess is the best way to say it. He has a lot going on, and that should be clear because people don't do stuff like this if there's not a lot going on in their lives. You don't sell out your friend. You don't record conversations. These things are actions of individuals that are perhaps acting out of desperation. You have to dig deeper. You have to look deeper to fully understand the picture of why somebody might do that. And it's certainly not because somebody is upset with a $50 million contract. And because I now am more aware of certain information, rather than being angry, I would like to implore my audience and everybody that isn't paying attention to this situation not to condemn him, but to pray for him. Sometimes people need a prayer. Sometimes people need a scripture.
Okay, just knock it out. Come on, knock it off. Just tell us what it is, dumbass. What is this shit? Oh, I got a super secret. Like, it's a big secret. Oh, I'll tell you, but like, oh man, I feel so bad. Is he gay or not? Just like, I mean, we know he's gay, but like, come on, just say it. I want to hear it.
You know, Stephen purports to be a Christian, and I believe that he needs to lean into his faith. And I am certain that in the near future, more information will come out. I do not think it is my place to say more than that. Well, probably what I should say is I am unsure at this moment if it is my place to say more than that. You know, maybe if I feel in defense, some things should be said, or maybe if I feel that the public has a right to understand certain circumstances.
Wait, what? Ethan just texted me something absolutely insane. Wait, we interrupt this broadcast for something I need to show you that is like, there's no way, I think. There's no way. There's no way.
I'm afraid, frankly, I used to have a bad temper. I'm afraid of it coming back. I'm afraid of Mr. Hyde rearing his ugly bisexual head. That was a short phase. No, I'm afraid. Afraid of getting angry. Afraid of being...
What? No, he's joking. He's just joking. There's no way. What? He's bisexual? Like, he slipped that in? Like, Ethan sent me just a snapshot of all the comments and people being like, I'm proud of you for coming out as bi or whatever. Wait, let me see if the newest one's. Glad that Crowder came out as bisexual. Proud of you. I was surprised to hear that he had a bisexual phase, but really proud of him for feeling so comfortable sharing that.
I'm afraid of Mr. Hyde rearing his ugly bisexual head. That was a short phase.
What? I'm afraid of Mr. Hyde rearing his ugly bisexual head. That was a short phase. Could you please elaborate for new fans among us? Some of us may be going through our own short phase and would be interested to know how you eventually won the battle and found a good woman to please. Oh my God, there's like dudes in the chat being like, they're gay and they're scared of being gay. Stunned H3H3 correspondent HasanAbi shocked by Steven Crowder's bisexual thirsting. These are from a year ago, chat. This is a video from 4 years ago, and these are comments from a year ago.
No, I'm afraid of getting angry, afraid of being too emotional, afraid of being obsessive. Because of that, I'm afraid of alienating friends, family, people who I care about most. Something I think about a lot. Sometimes with a lot of pressure, sometimes with a lot of compression comes hypervolatility emotionally, and I'm afraid of pushing people away, especially when you have people who you love who...
This is like supposed to be his like, you know, talking about all of his vulnerabilities. In a very personal Crowder closes, Steven Crowder opens up about what he fears most and how all of us can help each other combat our own fears. Dude, what the
either work with you or in close proximity. I'm afraid of, and this is why you might have seen that there was a pause at U of M. I'm afraid of having children. I'm really afraid of having children. I said I don't like kids. That's not true. I like kids. That's a smokescreen. I kind of don't like sticky kids. But I'm afraid of having children. Deathly afraid because of thrusting them into a life that they didn't choose.
He's like an anti-natalist? What the Can people not always reduce being gay to genitals? What? That's like not fun to just wait. I'm so confused by this. I don't know. Why do these chuds always sound like the biggest cucks they make fun of? Did he suck a cock or not? I'm confused. I mean, I think like I mean, look, dude. I think he's a little zesty. All right, Steven Crowder. He's definitely zesty. On top of that, his hyperfixation on like, he's a theater kid. He's a little zesty. He has a lot of the markers of even members in this community who like themselves are now out as trans individuals who have gone through gender confirmation, once previously had like a major disdain and a lot of transphobic tendencies. You know what I mean? And this is not my take. This is like a lot of queer people in this community's take for the most part. If we're going to be like super serious about this for a second, like nobody cross-dresses that much without like, having a little bit of gender envy. You know what I mean? Like there was a time and place. He doesn't do it anymore as much, but like there was a time and place where Steven Crowder would like insert cross-dressing into content that like he didn't really need to, but he would do it a lot. And obviously homophobia is not necessarily a trait of like gay people. That's not what I'm saying at all. There are plenty of straight people who are just hateful. There are more straight people who are just straight up hateful than there are secretly gay people who are hateful. It's not like internalized, but in Steven's case, he does seem to have. It feels like it's more internalized resentment rather than, a straight man who's just like going after it. Like Matt Walsh, you won't hear me say Matt Walsh is secretly gay. I don't think Matt Walsh is gay. I don't even think Ben Shapiro is, I do think Steven Crowder, he's got that dog in him. If anything, Ben is ace. I don't think Trump is gay. I've talked about that before. I think Trump is like way more. I think Trump is ace. I don't think Trump is gay. I think he's ace. Like, I think he has like, I think he's disgusted by the act of sex, but also simultaneously likes the power that comes from it. So that's why he has like those weird, creepy, allegations and shit like that. I don't think Trump is. I mean, this is a very serious video. If you have any gay friends, including even like Austin himself has like talked about this before, they'll tell you something that they do before coming out is like trying to get themselves comfortable with that reality by making jokes, like over the top jokes that like are slipped in. You know what I mean? This seems like one of those things where it's like a super serious video that's 14 minutes long about his biggest insecurities. And in between, he's like, oh yeah, I had a bi phase, short-lived. I'm afraid of that Mr. Hyde rearing his ugly head.
Mr. Hyde rearing his ugly bisexual head. That was a short phase.
Jekyll and Hyde. He's saying that that's like the monster in him. Someone on Reddit was onto this 2 years ago. How did we miss this? Holy, this chat is about to do it. This chat is about to CIA this shit. You guys are crazy. Uh-oh. Steven Crowder came out as an ex-bisexual in a video a few years ago. When people post a clip to his subreddit, he deletes it, and I believe the link to where he says it is deleted. Regardless, you can search Steven Crowder bisexual on YouTube and find the part about the clip where he said he used to be bisexual when he was depressed, such as here. Unfortunately, I can't find the full clip of him talking about his past bisexuality. It looks like he paid money to have it scrubbed off the internet. It explains a lot in regards to his enjoyment of cross-dressing and LGBT phobia. P.S. I wrote this on my phone that's covered in cracks whilst on public transfer, so sorry for the poor English. Oh, this tweet is gone. He deleted it. Okay. The full clip is right here on Crowder's.
I'm afraid, frankly, I used to have a bad temper. I'm afraid of it coming back. I'm afraid of Mr. Hyde rearing his ugly bisexual head.
When a woman claims she's bisexual, she's often trying to be cool. When a guy claims it, he's gay. Hashtag bi-visibility day. Yeah, I don't think that was a phase, okay? Normal for people to empathize, feel bad as he's being pretty vulnerable here. This was very much 4 years ago. He's still contributing to the problem big time. I feel like he's only gotten worse as time has gone by. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy that Ethan just sent me this video. I've never seen this before. Earlier in the struggle for queer liberation, there was a huge fight for outing prominent homophobes. I'm a cishet man, so I'm not the person to adjudicate this, but I do think that when they are someone like Crowder, they should be exposed. He's trying to get trans and queer people killed. Oh, 100%. But again, I too am a cishet man, so what do I know? But yeah, from my perspective, albeit one shaped by privilege, I still think, yeah, what do you mean? Absolutely.
Did you lick your palms?
I plead the fifth.
We all are.
Okay.
We're all special little snowflakes.
Okay, so himself together.
I'm not dressed well right now. I'm wearing. I'm
Well,
sorry
you're
about
not.
it.
You're dressed cleanly. You got shoes going on. You're out
I do.
here.
Barely
Not
the
Ritz,
Ritz.
which is more than I can say for everyone here. Some of these people look like they should. They're the hobos.
Yeah. Overall, yeah.
And that sports cars mean small penises.
Yeah.
If you drive them like that.
It's okay. We don't judge.
Yeah,
we don't judge.
Small penises.
It's what?
It's okay.
It's not the size of the boat, motion of the ocean shit.
That's
right?
not true at all.
There's one thing that a lot of people feel like they are assumed to be and that they're told to be. So that kind of feeds into themselves because they feel like then once they go into society, this is what people.
Why is this a part of the Daily Wire hit job, you think? Dude, this is way before Daily Wire hit job. These are people picking up bits and pieces from 2 years ago. What the fuck do you mean? This is from 2 years ago. Like the video is from 2 years ago. The clip is from 2 years ago. People have obviously this Twitter thread or this Reddit thread is from 2 years ago. I think for a lot of people, it's just surfacing now because because of what Candace Owens said.